Morning Post reports on a campaign to crack down on dodgy matchmaking services. According to Consumer Association statistics, through September of this year, there were 178 complaints about matchmaking services, double last year's rate. The majority of complaints related to matchmaking companies using fake suitors to defraud clients, providing false information, or failing to perform the services they've been paid for. The newspaper says national standards for matchmaking services and an accompanying license system will be rolled out by year-end. A Beijing rock star has denied he was the mastermind behind a deadly fight involving hundreds of gangsters that left one person dead and several injured. The Beijing Evening News says the 45-year-old Zhang Tianshuo appeared at a Beijing court to insist he was not guilty of organizing the 2003 brawl. It's alleged the fight was linked to a business dispute between a bar co-owned by Zhang and competitor Sun Baohe. The two sides are alleged to have assembled more than 100 gang members to fight near Hebei's Langfang railway station on June 21, 2003. Zhang insists he did not tell his employees to attack people, but to settle the dispute. A young man has told China Daily that he's regretting what he called a joke and one that others just didn't find funny, putting his baby niece up for sale on the internet. The 25-year-old from Jiangxi province became a popular target of online discussion in the last few days after someone found he had put an advert on the popular online shopping site Taipao.com offering to sell his niece for the equivalent of 14 cents. The man told the newspaper the ad was only a joke and that he was just trying to help out his sister find someone to adopt her daughter. Taipao says it immediately removed the ad once it was discovered, saying that it is obviously illegal to sell a person. Xinhua says Chinese paleontologists have found a fossilized skeleton in East China's Xiangtu province, which may be the remains of a new species of dinosaur. The 1.5-meter long and 1.2-meter wide skeleton, discovered in Zhujiang City, has been sent to the Chinese Academy of Sciences in Beijing for further research. And the new fossil shows a relatively smaller shape and is very different from the dinosaur fossils discovered earlier, according to dinosaur experts. They have already discovered a 21-meter-long duck-billed dinosaur, the biggest ever in the world, and found a giant horned dinosaur fossil for the first time. Zhucheng boasts the world's largest dinosaur fossil. Before the third dig in 2008, another two major digs took place there in 1964 and 1988. Internet addiction is a growing problem in China. In one of the latest examples, the Orient Today reports that a woman from Henan province became so addicted to the game QQ Farm, it started to consume her life. The game allows people to grow crops in a virtual world as well as the ability to steal friends' crops. Lian got so addicted she spent all night playing the game, screaming out in excitement. It so infuriated her husband that he locked her out of the house. The police were called and Li eventually agreed not to play the game at night, while her husband agreed not to lock her out of the house. And if you thought the second Transformers movie was garbage, take a look at this. The Optimus Prime model is made entirely from bits of household garbage. The Yangtze Evening News reports that the 24-year-old Zhejiang province cook who built the model found fame on internet when he posted pictures of it online. His Optimus Prime is about 4.8 feet tall and weighs 330 pounds. But Chen Bao won't be holding on to the model. He says he needs to sell it because it takes up too much space in his boxy apartment. The Chongqing Evening News has a story about a 52-year-old man who married an 87-year-old woman not for love but for compensation. When the Chongqing government decides to knock down houses to make way for new developments, it pays out more compensation to the people who live in them if they are divorced or have remarried. Residents have picked up on the loophole, prompting a spate of cases of people getting remarried and divorced. In May, the number of people getting married was 4 times higher than the previous year, and the number of people getting divorced 3 times higher. And that's all for Media Watch, and that's all the time we have for today's show.